Alright guys, it's Joe here with another video. Today, this is part 2 of 1v1 battles me and Mr. A had. So this time, he is playing as the Skippy Eye again, and I am playing as the Julie Eye. So I'll just quickly run through my army comp. I've got 2 units of Archer Auxilia. I've also got, I think it is... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I think I've got 6 units of Urban Cohort, 6 units of Praetorian Cohort, and 6 units of Praetorian Cavalry. All gold on all of my units, even including my archers. And I think Mr. A's gone for a similar army. I think he's got only 1 unit of Praetorian Cohort. And as you can see, I set my army up into kind of like a bit of a fill in the gap. So 1 line, 2 line, 3 lines, which is quite a what's the word for it? Quite a normal tactic to do, with cavalry on both flanks and my archers out the front. Mr. A's gone for a similar setup, except he has got like a separate detachment over here. He's got no archers though, and just Urbans and Praetorians, which he has put 2 units forward as his peeler defense, and that's what my archers were for. So my archers were there to get a couple of early kills, get some hit points on them, and then pretty much just to absorb the peeler. Now as you can see, our cavalry is kind of fairly spread out evenly as well, so it should be quite an even battle. So I should really stop these guys probably a bit sooner, and yeah, I decided not to use them as a peeler defense, but instead put one of my Praetorian units forward as a bit of a peeler barrage. So he's rushing forward all these guys now, really not giving me a chance to get my peeler thrown at him. As you can see, this unit here is going forward. I thought I used my Praetorians, but I actually used my Urbans as the peeler screen, which I don't know if that's particularly a good idea or not, but over here I think this unit gets completely wiped out just with peeler. So I think you'll see this unit over here routing the battle, but I decided to start pushing some of my guys round, hoping to get no, or is it this unit? I know one unit gets absolutely slaughtered. It's this unit. Yeah, it is this unit here. Look, gone from 80 men to 42 with barrage of peeler, and I think this is my downfall. I lost 2 or 3 units. Yeah, this unit's already gone as well, so I lost 2 or 3 units before I'd even had even attacked him, which didn't bode well. This unit over here, so my flanking maneuver does kind of work kind of well. I do win on this side of the battlefield, but there you go, there's another unit routed there. Pushing forward on this side, trying to win on this side, but I don't know if I'm doing particularly well. I'm pushing more infantry in, he's pushing his cavalry in, and I kind of get it started, but I managed to get my cavalry round this wing, round on that wing, and really I should have focused all my cavalry against his cavalry to wipe it out, so I had the cavalry advantage, as they would be quite strong units by themselves, but I decided to try and hammer and anvil strike these units over here to try and rout them, so I can hopefully win on this flank and start to push across. But as you can see, more units routing here. I've only got a thin line here, so I'm pushing my general, he's pushing through his cavalry. I'm trying to come around and flank at the back a bit, pushing all my cavalry into the backs of his units, but as you can see, another unit there is routed. I think I do manage to... He pulls his cavalry out. I think he loses... loses 1 unit, but other than that, he pushes more Urbans in, which I'm not going to be able to fight against at all. But as you can see, this unit over here has been totally wiped out, and I'm pushing forward more on this side, continuing the hammer and anvil strikes. But as you can see, mass rout on this side completely. Cavalry's routed, the other 2 units have taken heavy casualties, and all my infantry. So now he starts pushing, really pushing this way now. So my general is surrounded. I've got the routed that unit, but I've only really got a couple of units of infantry left, and they're heavily depleted. My archers do keep firing for a bit, but they're not doing much. This unit was still standing, and they actually did fight off the horde of cavalry coming round. But as you can see, the flanks of my guys are totally open now, so they're just getting absolutely wiped out. I've got my cavalry coming back, so I'm trying to, as these units move away, tackle and charge into the back of them, hoping to beat them. But at this point, I know the battle's over. He's still got a unit of urbans, 2 units of urbans, 1 that's not even touched, this other unit that's hardly touched. I do rout another one of his, and there's a couple more that are getting routed in that because obviously my infantry is holding, but they're slowly starting to break now. There's not many left, and there's pretty much no hope, to be fair. But I feel this battle was a lot closer than the first one. I feel I learnt. I feel like I learnt a lot more about the style, like to be less holding back, and to obviously don't bring as many missile units. Because last time I brought obviously like 6 archers, which really didn't help me out in the long run, as it meant I had less infantry. But as you can see now, he's wiped upon this flank, and he is now surrounding my guys in the centre. My cavalry still doing hammer and anvil strikes. 14 units left of this men, and there we go. That's my general dead. But as you'll see from the results, it was a fairly it wasn't close, but the kill death. I suppose kill death would work. The amount of deaths that Mr. A sustained as well as I they weren't far too similar, but obviously he's still got all his infantry mainly. He's got a good portion of his cavalry left as well. Obviously he did lose a few units as well, but as you can see from this, I've only got archers left and a couple of units of infantry that are fighting on the edge of the map here against some other urbans. But I'll speed this up now, as there's obviously not much left. And as you can see, I tried to rout this unit here with a last minute hammer and anvil strike, but there was no hope. I've got my unit of Praetorians over there to fight into the last stand. And they do put up a brave fight. They do fight to the last man. And yeah, as you can see, guys, obviously I did bring only a few less men, but I did kill nearly a third, 2/3 of his army, which I thought was not too bad. Obviously, he had 670 men remaining. I had 114, so not exactly close, as you would say. But anyway, guys, that's the battle over. If you like, then please subscribe, and of course check out Mr. A as well. Great YouTuber, and subscribe to him. So this is Just Dan out. Cheers, guys.